Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. So, guys, today in the morning I stumbled upon a video that JTPODCAST has decided to twist it and to come and feed people with all the lies gallows. But you know, with me being as straightforward as I am, I will never come out and miss my word, but just to take him head on and lay facts bare so that he could get to understand. What is this video I'm referring to? So, a synopsis of this kind of video, DEEMWANGO did a video when you had that DEEMWANGO wanted to reward the father after the father, Congress dad, decided to gift a land. So DEEMWANGO decided to do so because DEEMWANGO was saying he could no longer proceed receiving free gift from the dad. Especially, he wanted to reward the dad. And that is the gist of the matter. Now, JT has come on the opposite end with lots of turn and twist. All kind of this story, which makes the reaction episode or the podcast of JT to be the den of lies. A synopsis of it. If you check at this heading that you're seeing over here, JTPODCAST opined, shocking news, Congress dad demands land payment from DEEMWANGO and IAM-MARWA. You know, it is that the opposite of what DEEMWANGO and IAM-MARWA really stated in their video. Now, JTPODCAST has come to twist it. Guys, you all know all the negativity. You all know the reasons and the objective that JTPODCAST wants to sell around. You know, he's selling fears. And the reasons why he also tagged Jamaican Uncle and for the people who have just purchased land from Nyabo Anze. So it describes the biggest turn and twist. Lies gallows. You know, such kind of reaction itself, it is so exaggerated, so hyperbolic in nature. In fact, I can describe it best that to be so unethical. You know, sometimes when we react in this YouTube street, it's good when we make it so ethical. You know, the ethos itself. So when you're full of lies most time, you know, it gives us the underlying or the underpinning principle that your life was premised on. It's either you're not honest or you're just a person who's not straightforward, because that kind of a twist itself, even in the face when IAM-MARWA, even in the face when IAM-MARWA stated everything in a full glare of the public. So guys, if you're coming across this channel for the very first time, kindly click at the notification bell so that whenever I put a video, YouTube shall notify instantly. To my loyal subscriber, may God bless you abundantly. So let's dive in after the break. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube chit chat. My name is Inazak and this is my YouTube channel. So guys, the gallow itself and the den itself is full of gallows. So we just wanted to know why JTPODCAST was lying. Why the lie? What is the objective of such kind of lies? And the issue of title deed that JTPODCAST is now bringing into the works, throwing in the works of the spanner into the works. What is the issue of the title deed? That IAM-MARWA never had a title deed so that they cannot inherit that land. Is the title deed so important document? To me, I want to say that title deed itself is not important. And I'm going to explain at the progression stages of this video. So before I delve in to this kind of weighty matters, to demystify every kind of a drama and a less gallow that is being speculated in this YouTube street. So let's dive in and watch JTPODCAST keenly. Then I will come and put things into perspective going forward.
Tomorrow. You actually think so? Because for him, he will buy the lands from neighbors. Or so you really think that he could buy all those lands and I would just give them? No, that's not what I think. I just think it's true that he demands this payment, because I don't think that all of a sudden from nowhere, these siblings, DEEMWANGO and Marwa, will start having this kind of disturbing conversation, like we need to pay this man money of the lands he given us. I don't know. According to our culture, I think it's something universal. I don't know about you. You know about inheritance, right? So when you talk about generational wealth and inheritance, let's say ancestral land is not being sold. Okay, if your daddy bought some land and they passed them to you, that is now ancestral land. Okay, it doesn't matter how your daddy acquired the land, but if your daddy had the land, it can pass to you, so that is inheriting. But now if you get this inheritance and you have to pay for that inheritance, does it make sense? It doesn't. So you can only know that it's true. It's so clear that now is that time that Machete Man needs his land to be paid, or else these people need to get the hell out of his land as quick as now.
That is exposed, because JT Podcast is telling us that Congress dad demanded the money, and he's saying it so funnily that sometimes you could think that this boy is sick. Perhaps the background and how the person himself was brought up, the true face is what you see on JT. Sometimes you might have been brought so well, but when you withdraw yourself from your parents or from the background of your community and you go and stay into another community, then you start acquiring other kind of traits that are full of blemishes, that are full of skirmishes, that anything that you see, you want to lie. This is a very dangerous disease. Sometimes when you go elsewhere, you pick up certain kind of traits that comes and forms and gets so in conflict with your traits, influencing your behavior in a certain way, environmentally. Therefore, it changes on how you think, it changes your projection. And at one point, even your perception itself will be ruined. You just become a narcissist. And this is what JT is exhibiting in this video going forward. I described it as a very dangerous disease more than AIDS. Environmental acquired stupidity syndrome. And this is stupidness of the highest order, because you cannot come and twist everything that DEEMWANGO expressively said in this video. Did DEEMWANGO expressed herself honestly on rewarding Congress dad payment? And what is JT's insinuation in this area? What is the objective of JT that every now and then you want to lie? When did exactly Congress dad said that he wants payment from IAM-MARWA and money for the land that he had given the children? JT, tell us where. Do you think, for example, let's say for example, Congress dad demanded the payment. So do you think that DEEMWANGO and Marwa would come, take a camera to record and also to say such kind of things in this public YouTube street, owing to the fact that they've been a piece of ridicule, they have been a piece of constant blackmail and negativity and turn of twist? The question that we should be asking ourselves, who stand to benefit with such kind of information? Of course, the negative reactors. And that's why I'm telling you, if at all Congress dad wanted that, I believe the children wouldn't come into the YouTube street and start saying such kind of things. It's something that will be left to the family. But JT alone cannot come and twist word. And I'm telling you, Congress dad can never think that way and will never stoop that kind of low. Will never. I still repeat, JT is a pathological liar. so unethical in his craft and deluding people, and the kind of audience that is feeding out from what the foolish verbiages that JT Podcast is throwing on this YouTube street. Who unto you? Who unto you? So let's watch exactly what DEEMWANGO expressed herself in rewarding the dad.
Yeah, I'm feeling grateful, and yeah, I want to keep creating this vlog. So apparently right now I just want to be doing some transactions, and I'm so happy for this. I'm so happy for the woman that I'm becoming, because until when? Okay, and thanks for the love and support, you guys. So I'll be doing 2 transactions. One, I'll be doing like an online transaction, like money transfer transaction, and another one I'll be doing cash transfer. With me here is some money. I'll be giving it to my dad. I don't know, but I've gotten to this age, like I don't want to get free things from my parents. Actually, they should get free things from me instead of me getting free things from them. So I'm so happy that that piece of land, I'll show you guys later when we go there. I thought it belonged to my young brother, only my dad to tell me no, it belongs to him. So I wanna be paying my dad. You know, he has been such an awesome dad. He can use this money for something else. Good idea, or what do you guys think? If it were you, could you just say, Daddy, give me this, or you could just do the D style? So yeah. For the start, I just want to have a beautiful, beautiful Empress villa or mansion.
That is DEEMWANGO's video, vividly explaining in that video that she's going to reward the dad, that it is up to the time now that she no longer wants to receive free gift from the parents. That the only person they can receive free gifts to from going forward is IAM-MARWA. Just because IAM-MARWA is always the family, they share things left and right. Are we together? You know, rewarding of dad is a simple means a reward. And at this moment, the dad can never refute any kind of a gift that the child is giving back. So he will take. So there's no any kind of a sin that Congress leaders have done. If DEEMWANGO decided to gift the dad, what's the problem? What is the problem? You know? DEEMWANGO said she doesn't want to receive free things from the parents. Which means the parents have struggled too much to bring them into this kind of world, this Christendom, taken them to school. Now they've grown old to a point that they want to invest. But that kind of a positive gesture, DEEMWANGO decided like to embrace the parent in a special way. What is the problem with that? There's a problem when DEEMWANGO does that, and that's why the naysayers want to put and twist words that DEEMWANGO has spoken herself, has expressed herself from her honest heart. Such kind of reward is not a black tax, but a reward of a daughter to the parents. Just when DEEMWANGO rewarded the mom with a vehicle, majority of people are asking, why is not the dad? Now DEEMWANGO has taken it top notch to go and reward the dad because of the land that the dad was gifting him. Then the naysayers are still complaining, and this is the irony that has presented himself over here. This is why I'm having a problem with you people. Double speak. You keep on shifting the goalpost. Why? Why? What is JT insinuating again?
Willing to accept payment from his children, then trust me, it wasn't free from the very first beginning. Because if I'm willing to give you money and you're willing to take, that speaks a lot. I mean, you didn't even want to give me for free in the first day, the first beginning. All you wanted is payment, but you couldn't find the right words to tell me, pay me, and just pay me. All he needed is money. But now, here we go. Hey, Kavan, welcome. I'm running in from the bush. Welcome. Hey, welcome. Guys, make sure you like the video. Let's go to the recent video now.
I'm telling you.
For sure.
You buy. Because they are family, they will do you a favor and sell it to you. They will not say no. Because they are family.
Yeah.
Wow. Uh-huh.
Just buy.
Yeah.
Then there is power when you buy. Because
Yeah.
otherwise, one day somebody will walk you and say,
I want it back today.
and you
That is what Machete Man did. He slept and he woke up. He was like, I guess I need my land back. You have some money or you don't. If you don't have your money, pack and go. Because I want to plant some maize here. You see exactly where you built your villa? Yeah, that is where I want to plant maize. But that you can plant on the other land. No, I say, here that you build your villa, this is where I want to plant sugarcane.
So the insinuation itself will never take JT elsewhere and nowhere, which is now here in this YouTube street. That's where you still belong, because no one will ever trust whatever you say. But I'm bringing in forth this kind of facts and demystifying your information, declassifying them, so that I classify the only true information from DEEMWANGO and IAM-MARWA themselves. It is a false statement to say that IAM-MARWA had no title deed of the land. In fact, IAM-MARWA bought his land before, first, with fully title deed. IAM-MARWA's got a title deed. If you haven't seen IAM-MARWA showing people the title deed, therefore you're behind. What happened when IAM-MARWA wanted to erect the land and was now requesting passage to, for the passage of the gate to be given? So the land down headed to the river that IAM-MARWA also was erecting fence. IAM-MARWA never knew that that land belongs to the dad. It's when the dad decided to give IAM-MARWA, this is your land, I bought for you, and I even prescribed it on your name. So which means Congress dad bought a land and the title deed stated clearly on IAM-MARWA's name. So what are you saying about? It was an extension. So the issue that you are saying that Congress dad will chase IAM-MARWA from the property, my friend, you are lying. You are lying, big time. So I told you that I'll be coming back to address the issue of title deed, because JT is talking that is one of the documents that is so powerful, a document that is important. I want to tell you title deed is not important. It's just a piece of paper with your name and details of the land. The number one kind of a document that is so important in purchasing of the land is what we call the green card. So the green card itself is one. Ask about the history of the land, how various equipment was made from person A to person B, original owner, to the current owner to date. And it also states whether the land is an ancestral, communal land, or what kind of a land, a freehold, or all the types of the land itself. It has got all the information that somebody needed. So the green card itself, once you get the green card, therefore that one is a sure bet that the land is yours. Leave alone a title deed. Title deed people make. You might be having a title deed, then the land doesn't belong to you, belongs to you, because the green card will reveal the true owner of the land, the history of the land, how the land has evolved from one particular person has been equipped from different ownerships. So that is the important. So it's a lie. So when you're talking about, let's say there is the issue of ancestral land, it's true the ancestral land can never be sold. If it's being sold, therefore it must be an agreement, because as our law stands today in Kenya, an ancestral land cannot be taxed. You can do even equipment, but when you're being told to go and pay tax, you cannot pay tax on an ancestral land unless it's a land that you purchase new. Therefore, that one you must pay tax on it. That's why it's been categorized. The green card will help to distinguish that. And secondly, when it comes to the issue, when your parents gifted you a piece of land that is so ancestral, you cannot file for a succession today when they're still alive, unless if they are the people who have agreed to do that. But most of the things, the succession from administration of estate normally is being done when the owner of the property or the principal owner, the principal owner, which is now the principal owner, is the real owner of the property. In this case, it's your parents who have given you the ancestral land, is a deceased, which means you wait until or upon them dies is when you can file for a succession. Because of a succession would only be filed in the case when there is the real owner or a principal owner of a property or of an estate is a deceased or a deceased. That's why you do it. Are you there? So when you see the Congress dad is gifting the children all this piece of land, they're gifting him because they are the heir apparents of that administration estate. They're right. And what it's needed is just a verbal or an agreement that I've agreed, I've given you this land, and that is done. Are you there? That is done. Until such a time when you tell you now you can do what? You go and file for a succession. How do you file for a succession? A succession, you go and file in court. Then the probate administration itself will ensue going forward. Right there. So what I want to tell you, if you don't know anything, you better keep out of it. So Congress dad is all aware what he was doing. IAM-MARWA has got a title deed. IAM-MARWA was also advising DEEMWANGO that if you want to purchase a land and make sure you follow everything until the point you have the title deed. That's what normally gives people hope. But I'm telling you, the green card itself is a sure bet that no one can dare take your piece of land, because you know how this land has evolved from the principal owner to different owners up to date. So these issues of always lying in this YouTube street must stop. So guys, let me know what you think at the comment section. Until next time, this is your boy Senior Zach.